everyone, I'm Martha Carter with the Twisted Outreach Project for Back Care and Scoliosis, and this is exercise 9 of our video series called 10+1 Somatic Movements for Scoliosis and Fusion on the Floor. So this time, for this exercise, please get yourself comfortable on your back with your knees bent and all the props you need to support your head, or your little scoliosis pads to support your concavities. Let's feel the weight in our hips and bring our feet as wide as the yoga mat this time. Okay, so you might even need them a little wider depending on your legs. You will find out for yourself, because now drawing attention to that weight in the pelvis that we've already worked on, imagining the pelvis like a bowl of water, let's just tip one leg, our left leg, in towards the right leg, tilting onto the inside of the foot and letting the knee bend, kind of aiming towards the opposite foot, finding length across the groin, and perhaps your head turns in the opposite direction of the knee. From here, just be there for a moment, feeling the weight of the knee and noticing how it opens the diagonal across your groin. You might notice the shoulder to the opposite hip. You might notice your head to the opposite knee. Notice how all the weight of the hip is over to the right side. The knees that bending, the side that is bending rather, that hip is lighter. Be there for a moment. See if you can completely release into this position. And when you're ready, you tilt that knee back up, bring that foot back to the ground, turn your head back, and then we could do the other side. Imagining the pelvis as a bowl of water, tilt the right knee towards the left. Notice all the weight goes to the left hip. Notice the head might want to turn in the other direction. Observe the weight in that opposite shoulder and see those diagonals in your mind's eye. Release into this position, and perhaps you will notice that one side is more flexible than the other. In my case, this right leg drops quite a bit more easily than the left side. Don't worry about that, just observe it. Over time, your brain will find ways to balance out that asymmetry. When you're ready, bring that other knee up, let your head come back to neutral, and then repeat that as many times as you would like until you find that ease in the opening of the hips. We call that walking 1 because that's the kind of action you need for good walking. We can also bring our knees a little bit closer together as a variation on this theme and just take a step into your right foot and then a step into your left foot. Here's walking 2. Do you notice how to press one foot means to swing the weight in the other direction? If you let your head move, then you'll notice that by stepping one side than the other, that your head and your shoulders do a little bit of a swagger. Why don't you just play with the swagger and see how released you can be, because this will help you develop more ease in your walking. Repeat this for as long as you want. It's a nice, comfortable, undulating movement. Come back to neutral, lengthen both your legs, and release completely into the floor to finish this exercise.